Hi guys and gals, this is IK Handel. I just thought we'd have a quick whiz through the hierarchy of a skeleton and how the order that you place the joints in affects the direction that the hierarchy comes in. Before I do that, I want to just show you something about the axis tools. Just as a quick heads up more than anything. At the minute I'm in world axis mode, and if I was to pick a joint and say follow this blue, which is the y-axis at the minute. Let me just zoom in. If I was to rotate my view, you'll notice that starting off with the y-axis is pointing along from my left to right. If I rotate my view, it's now going from my right to left. It's following that same bone. But if you notice here, it flicks. So as a visual aid for what direction that the skeleton flow is going, it's actually, this is of no help to you whatsoever. So the same thing applies for the local axis tool. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to use the joint limits tool, because whenever I click on that, no matter where I am, the limit view will always stay the same. So it gives us a good visual indicator of the direction of flow of where the skeleton's going. Okay, without further ado, let's build a basic left to right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll have a look at the flow of the joint limits, and you'll see they're going from my left to my right. Out of that, into object mode, build a brand new skeleton, but this time from right to left. And if we look at these, what you'll find is that they're again flowing from the first joint to the last joint, away from that first joint. So we have them going from right to left in this case, and on this one, they're going, oops, wrong tool, they're going from left to right. So from that point of view, it shows that you can, depending on the direction of travel that you've gone, you can dictate which way the hierarchy is running. Okay, a further scenario might be you've built a skeleton, say with a back, for the sake of argument I'm just going to put in 2 joints, and you decide, hey, I want to put in some more joints so I can rotate the back more than I've set up for at the minute. So here's a joint, and I'm going to place a joint here relatively near to this first end, and another one here relatively close to the last end. Now if we look at these, what you're going to find is, although I've built it from left to right, in other words, the flow should be going down this way, this one is actually pointing upwards towards the top of the hierarchy, and this one is pointing downwards, as we would have expected, towards the bottom of the hierarchy. The reason for this appears to be that if you have a set of joints and you then come back to it and add joints after the event, the new joints that you place will always point towards the closest end of the existing skeleton chain. So using that, you can dictate in what direction. If I put one in the middle, it is a bit somewhat random. It's got a 50-50 chance of what way it's going to go, basically. So basically you want to dictate the direction your skeleton goes in. Say I didn't like the fact that this joint was flowing up that way. I wanted my hierarchy to flow from here, so this is the root, and this is the children follow on from it down here. What I would do is simply just make sure that I made that as the second joint, and that way this one is flowing from left to right, as opposed to this one, which is flowing from right to left. Hope that helps. Cheers, IK.